first trip to Las Vegas. In this video, I'm going to share how my husband and I spent 4 days exploring Las Vegas, including where we stayed on the strip, how we got around the city using public transportation, the restaurants we tried, and a day trip to the Grand Canyon and Hoover Dam. I will also share some practical tips we learned during our trip that might help you plan your own visit. My husband and I visited Las Vegas for 4 days and stayed right on the famous strip at the New York Hotel and Casino. After landing at Harris Reid International Airport, we booked an Uber to get to our hotel. One thing that's really convenient about Las Vegas is how close the airport is to the strip. The drive usually takes about 10 to 15 minutes depending on traffic. Downtown Las Vegas, where famous Fremont Street is located, is a bit farther north and usually takes around 20 minutes by car. We chose the New York Hotel, which is located on the southern part of the strip. The hotel is designed to look like the New York skyline, and outside you will see a replica of the Statue of Liberty and a roller coaster wrapping around the building. Our room had a city view, so we could see the roller coaster and part of the pool area from our window. The room itself was comfortable, but one thing we noticed is that the elevators are quite far from many of the rooms, so reaching the room sometimes meant a long walk down the corridors. The pool area here is also smaller. One honest thing we noticed during our stay. While the hotel itself was great, we personally did not enjoy the restaurant's food inside the New York very much. So we ended up trying other places nearby instead. One interesting thing many first-time visitors don't realize is that the Las Vegas Strip is actually separate from downtown Las Vegas. The strip runs along Las Vegas Boulevard and stretches around 6.8 kilometers. Many of the major resorts here are operated by two large hospitality companies, the MGM Resorts International, which operates resorts like MGM Grand, Luxor, Mandalay Bay, and New York. Caesars Entertainment, which operates properties like Caesars Palace, Flamingo, and Planet Hollywood. There are more than 30 major resorts along the strip, and one great thing is that you can walk inside most of them for free. Even after several days, it felt like we only had explored a small portion of them. Walking is actually one of the easiest ways to explore Las Vegas. Large pedestrian bridges connect major intersections, so you can safely cross the streets between hotels. But here is an important thing. Distances between hotels can be much longer than they appear on maps. Even inside the resorts, you may walk quite a bit between entrances, casinos, elevators, and other attractions. So comfortable shoes are definitely a must when exploring Las Vegas. Getting around Las Vegas. For longer distances, we mostly used the RTC Deuce Bus. This bus runs along the entire Las Vegas Strip and connects the southern end of the strip with downtown Las Vegas, including Fremont Street experience. Tickets can be purchased directly from machines located near bus stops, and there are different pass options depending on how long you plan to use the bus. During our trip, we traveled from south end of the trip all the way to downtown Las Vegas, and the ride took about 1 to 1.5 hours depending on the traffic. It's definitely slower than taking an Uber, but it's convenient and affordable way to move across the city, while also seeing different parts of Las Vegas. And if you enjoy watching travel experiences like that, I actually recorded the entire bus journey from South Strip to downtown and back, which I'll be sharing in another video soon. Another option for getting around certain parts of the strip is the Mandalay Bay Luxor Excalibur tram. This tram connects a few hotels on the southern strip, including Luxor Hotel and Casino. We tried this tram ourselves and rode it for a couple of stops just to experience it. Tickets or passes can be obtained at the stations inside the hotels, and it's a quick and convenient way to move between nearby resorts without having to walk outside in the heat. Daytime versus nighttime. One thing we quickly realized during our trip is that Las Vegas is best explored at night. During the day, the desert sun can be extremely strong. So one important tip for the first-time visitors, sunburns heats are very real, so sunscreen or protective clothing is highly recommended. At night, the strip becomes much more lively, and that's when most people come out to explore the city. Casinos in Las Vegas operate 24 hours a day. You will find them inside most of the major hotels along the strip. Even if you are not planning to gamble, walking through the casinos is part of the Las Vegas experience. Many of them look quite similar inside, although some resorts have larger gaming areas or more high-end machines. Las Vegas has countless dining options. One place we tried was Gordon Ramsay's burger inside Planet Hollywood. The burgers were really good and the service was great, although the prices were definitely on the higher side. Another memorable experience was dinner at the Bacchanal Buffet at Caesar's Palace. We had reserved a table online for around 7 p.m. but even with a reservation, we still had to wait for about 40 minutes. Guests with higher memberships were given priority access. Once inside though, the buffet offered a huge variety of food options. Our favorite section was definitely the seafood, especially the crab and lobster. One thing to remember when visiting restaurants in Las Vegas is that even with reservations, you might still have to wait because the city gets millions of visitors every year. One of the must-see attractions in Las Vegas is the Bellagio. Inside the hotel, you will find the Bellagio Conservatory and Botanical Gardens, which change their decorations throughout the year and are completely free to visit. Outside the hotel is the famous Bellagio Fountain Show, which runs every 15 to 30 minutes in the evening. Watching the fountains with music and lights is one of the most iconic experiences in Las Vegas. We also experienced the High Roller, one of the largest observation wheels in the world. The best time to visit is around sunset or night time, when you can see the city lights across the strip. During our trip, we also visited the Sphere, one of the newest landmarks in Las Vegas. Even from the outside, it's incredibly impressive. We also saw some of the interactive robots nearby, which made the experience even more unique. Another place worth visiting is the Fremont Street experience located in downtown Las Vegas. This area is famous for its historic casinos, huge LED canopy screens, and lively nightlife atmosphere. It's also a great place to buy souvenirs because many shops offer a wide variety of items at discounted prices. Nearby, you can also see the famous Hand of Faith Gold Nugget inside the Gold Nugget Casino. While exploring the strip, we also noticed driverless cars operating in certain areas. Interestingly, we only found out on our last day that some of these rides can actually be free to try. So that's definitely something we plan to experience on our next visit. On our second day, we joined a tour to the Grand Canyon West Rim, which is about 3 hours from Las Vegas. Along the way, we stopped at the impressive Hoover Dam, where we were able to see the massive structure from the bridge above. The scenery outside Las Vegas is truly breathtaking, especially around the lake near the dam. At the Grand Canyon West Rim, we experienced the Skywalk, a glass bridge extending over the canyon. Photos aren't allowed on the bridge itself, but the views from the surrounding areas are incredible. Visiting the Grand Canyon together was honestly one of the highlights of our trip. I will also be sharing the full Grand Canyon experience in a separate video soon. We also visited the famous Welcome to Las Vegas sign near the southern end of the strip. It was quite crowded when we arrived, so instead of waiting in the line, we took photos from nearby sidewalk. Safety tips. Las Vegas is generally safe, but it's always good to stay aware of your surroundings. Keep your belongings secure in crowd areas. You may also encounter people offering photos or street performances, and some of these interactions can involve unexpected charges. Because our trip was only 4 days, there were still many experiences we did not get to try. Las Vegas is famous for its live shows, concerts and Cirque du Soleil performances. Since we booked our trip close to the travel date, ticket prices were quite high. So we will definitely try those on our next visit. This was a 4-day experience exploring Las Vegas together. From navigating the strip and exploring themed hotels to trying restaurants and visiting the famous Grand Canyon, there's truly a lot to experience here. And even after 4 days, it still feels like we have only seen a small part of the city. If you found this guide helpful, feel free to like the video and subscribe.